Hello, my name is Jacob Harbin, and today I'm going to be interviewing my dad, Senior Chief Jim Harbin.
Hi there.
My first question for you today is, what was your branch service and dates of your service?
I was in the United States Navy from 1993 to 2015. I served 22 years and retired.
It's a long time. Why did you join the military at first?
I felt it as a sense of duty. I had always wanted to serve, and I felt like when I was 17, I joined the military, but I didn't leave for basic training until I was 18 after I graduated high school at Hot Springs High School.
Awesome. What was your job in the Navy?
My first job in the Navy was a yeoman. It was kind of an administrator, typically like duties like a secretary would have, memos and working with personnel and stuff. But 4 years after I joined, I became a cryptologic technician. I went to Pensacola, Florida for school, and we did physical and personnel security.
Great. What was it like having a top secret security clearance?
It was a huge responsibility. Our actions were held to a higher standard, so we made sure that always on our best behavior. And it felt like a great sense of responsibility because we had access to highly classified material. We worked around a lot of different equipment that was intelligent type stuff, and it's just a big sense of duty and responsibility to our country for the access we had.
Where were you during 9/11?
During 9/11, I was stationed at the Commander Naval Security Group headquarters at Fort Meade, Maryland. They were co-located with the National Security Agency, which at that time we didn't know it then, but eventually later on found out that it was one of the targets as well that the terrorists had targeted. But we were responsible for, I worked for an admiral at the time as his aide, and he was responsible for all the naval security groups throughout the world.
Wow. Where were you stationed around the world?
I was stationed all over, Texas, Florida, Maryland, Hawaii, at the Joint Intelligence Center out in Hawaii, Washington State, and I did 10 months in Guantanamo with the detainees.
What awards have you received?
I received quite a few awards. As you can see, my military ribbons are back there and some of my medals. The Defense Meritorious Service Medal was the highest award that I received. The Joint Service Achievement Medal, the Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, some volunteer service medals and other medals throughout my career. But probably the most significant one to me was the Admiral Layton Award. It's an award that was given to an intelligence professional, and its significance is that it's provided to someone who made a significant impact in the intelligence community. And at the time, and since then, I've been the only cryptologic technician to ever receive that award. It's typically reserved strictly for intelligence specialists. So I'm very proud to have been given that award by the Director of Naval Intelligence at the time.
Wow, that's a pretty big award. What is the most memorable thing from your time in the military?
Well, like many people that served in the military, I've had good jobs, bad jobs. I don't miss scrubbing anything in the head. To most civilians, that's the bathroom. The head is the bathroom. But the relationships that you build with other people, you get taken away from home. We move every 2 to 3 years, sometimes even more than that for some people in the service. And during that time frame, you make different relationships with other people, and I think that's the biggest thing that's been the most important to me as well, is just those relationships with those soldiers, sailors, airmen that I served with, and Marines around the world. And being able to get back to our community and talk to people, I had an opportunity, and I think that's the biggest thing that had an impact on me, was just the opportunities that the military provided to be within our community and serve our country and give back to the people. I was able to work with the Meals on Wheels program, Habitat for Humanity, coach kids soccer, and just do all kinds of different things that, it wasn't just about my service, it was about really giving back to the people that we were there defending as well, and I just really enjoyed my time.
Yeah, Yeah, it's great of you to do all those things. But those are all the questions I have, and I just wanted to say thank you for your service and thank you for being my dad.
No, you're welcome. I love you, buddy. Yeah, no, looking back on my 22 years, I really enjoyed the time, and I'm thankful for it, even though it was a huge sacrifice, just for not being able to be around you growing up, the entire time. I was in Guantanamo Bay and deployed while you were a baby, and with your sister Jenna and your brother Caleb, they've missed me a lot too, as far as birthdays and Christmases and all those kind of things, but it was all worth it, and I think every military member would look back at it and be thankful for the opportunity and the time that they had and being able to serve our true country.
Well, thank you.